Good morning and welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Thank you for joining us here for our weekly Wind Down Wednesday video. I am Antonia Berry. I am the CEO of Impersonations Atlanta and the creator of the digital course called Strategy Academy. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how a strategist and a chief marketing officer or a marketing person from a law firm or any other firm work together, and just to flush out what some of the connections are and the differences between what the strategist will be bringing to the table and what the marketing expert will be bringing to the table. So unlike many, I've been one of those people who've been fortunate to basically be in both roles separately and also collectively as one full position. So in the past in my career, I have acted as the sole marketing person for a firm. I've also acted as the sole business development strategist, person of contact at a firm. So I've had both roles separately, and then I've had the privilege and honor of being both of those things for a firm, a couple of firms. So I know what it is to be in the role separately, and I also know what it is to be in the role and have to wear both hats. And one thing I've learned is that while they interact and while they work together and while they're related to each other, they're two different worlds. One is more of a strategic side, which is your strategist side, your business development side, and also related to sales. And then you have the marketing side, which is a little bit more creative. And I think one of the things to clear up here is that while they're very much the same and they work together, you need to do the role and the duties of one first and then roll into the other. First being the strategist, because you need to come up with a strategy, and then you get your marketing person who executes the strategy. So to talk a little bit about the subject matter that we're going to cover today, we're gonna go into how the strategist basically lines things up, puts the plan in place, and then hands it over to the marketing person to basically quarterback the plan, right? To implement the plan. So as a strategist, what we do is we come in and we work with the marketing person, if there is one, and we worked with the C-suite personnel or perhaps somebody who's in charge of operations. More than anything, we want somebody who understands the business from top to bottom, right? Understands what resources are available, what the financial position is of the firm, what it is that you plan to do overall, big picture for the business, right? That's who the strategist needs to talk to. And if we have a marketing person, great. That's just kind of a sweetened piece to the deal. If not, then we'll work with that company to either find an outsourced or fractional marketing person to execute the plan after we've drafted it up and agreed upon it and made sure that it can work with the operation that we are planning for and that we're strategically making plans for. So we come in, like I said, as a strategist, we tee up the strategy. We look at the resources that are available. We talk about how much manpower you have. Can you really deliver this? How is it going to be delivered? The timing, what is it going to cost? So we go through the entire strategy, right? We build up everything. We look at the market. We look at what are our plans, like what are our real plans? What are our real goals? So we now are able to round out a plan. We are able to round out what is the strategy of the plan and how are we going to be able to get to the goal, right? So that's what we're going to do as a strategist when we come in. Then when we're done doing that, and it could be parallel to, and it could be in partnership with, and this is where Impersonations works with a marketing person, and sometimes they're our first point of contact going into a firm. We'll work with the marketing person, because the marketing person sometimes can actually be honest and understand that they are not a strategist, they are implementers of strategic plans, but not all the time they want to admit that. Oftentimes they get pegged into a hole and they're expected to come up with a strategy and understand the market and understand how to analyze the market, when in fact that is not where their expertise lie. Those expertise lie within a strategist who is either trained, experienced, or that's what their gift is. for me, I'm one of those people where I've worked in that space, and that's also my gift, right? Strategies is a gift that I have, and it just kind of comes naturally. So when you work with the marketing person and you say to them, here's what needs to be done from a marketing perspective, here's how you implement and you push forward your plan, right? And the good thing about doing it this way is that it allows your firm to hire someone who is not super senior, which means that you're not pushing out a large amount in payroll and salary for this person every month, because you have a plan that just needs to be executed. And as long as you're holding them accountable to the plan and to the expectation that has been set, you can actually hire a junior person to do this, right? Or you can even outsource this and just kind of high level manage it. So that's another benefit of having a strategist involved, is that you are able to come up with a plan and then push it through the implementation, whether you implement it on your own, or you have a marketing person in-house, or you have a fractional marketing person, or you're outsourcing, right? You can be creative about how you kind of pull that together. But like I said, the difference is, and how the strategist works as opposed to the marketing person, is that the strategist helps you put the plan in place, put it together, draft it up, do all the research, look at resources, give you an entire view of your firm and how you're going to execute the plan, and your marketing person executes. So this is like I said, is a beautiful arrangement, and a way that we work with marketing department sometimes is that we go in and we're able to help them work out the strategy piece, and then they're able to present it to their C-suite and their managers, and they just execute, because now we know a plan, we know exactly what we're going to do, we know how to meet the goals and all that fancy stuff. So today on Wind Down Wednesday, I just wanted to give some information on that, just like I said before, clarifying the difference between the roles and how one can support the other. So if you're out there and you're a marketing person in a law firm practice and you need that type of support, where you need somebody to come in and help you build out the strategy and then you implement, or perhaps you might be an attorney that's starting a firm and you don't have a marketing person, but you do need strategy, and perhaps you're willing to work on the implementation of the marketing piece separately or after that, happy to help. Again, my name is Antonia Berry. I am the CEO of Impersonations Atlanta, and thank you for joining Wind Down Wednesday this Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week.